Save a life, or perhaps helped keep a watchful eye on a neighborhood. Today, you probably helped put food on someone's table, or help build a road that leads to a destiny. You may have even helped shape the minds of our future. By paying your taxes, you help keep critical medical staff in a job, a school to run, or a neighborhood safe, and a whole lot more. Your taxes help Zambia become better for you and me. Zambia Revenue Authority. My tax, your tax, our destiny.
Hello, welcome to Tax Chat. My name is Alice Lungu. Thank you for joining us again. On today's chat, we are going to talk about the appointment of tax agents in custom. This is an innovation by ZRA, which provides a platform where importers and exporters are able to appoint clearing agents. And to help us look at this today, I've been joined by Mr. Matthews Kumwenda, a senior tax consultant from Zambia Revenue Authority. Mr. Kumwenda, good to have you on Tax Chat.
Thank you very much, Alice, for having me back on the platform.
Yes.
And I want to make welcome to our viewers and listeners out there. It is always a privilege for us as an institution when we get invited to a platform such as this to share with our taxpayers out there knowledge pertaining to taxation. So we are glad, we are actually overjoyed to be back on the platform, and we hope that we shall continue to interact with our taxpayers using this platform. Nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kumwenda. Today, our topic of focus is clearing agent management module. Kindly explain to us what does that mean? What is clearing agents management module?
Thank you very much, Alice, for that important question. But then, before I even come to answer your question, I think it is important for our taxpayers to know that our government, through our institution ZRA, is committed to giving them information. What we want is to have a public, people that are well informed on tax matters. We do not want, Alice, for people to take advantage of you for lacking knowledge on tax matters. And so we shall be riding on this platform. And for your own information, we have lined up a number of series where we shall be coming on this platform to disseminate information to our taxpayers, because we want our taxpayers to have the knowledge on tax matters and that no one should take advantage of them. Now, coming to your question as to what the clearing agents management module is, Alice, we must understand that our taxpayers from time to time may be engaged in the importation of goods, and also they may be engaged in the exportation of goods. Now, for one to clear goods, for example, if they are importing, Alice, they may need the services of an agent. And so ZRA has come up with an innovation where we are saying you should be in control of your tipping, Alice, as a taxpayer. So you should be able to appoint an agent of your choice on the system, not just any other person to use your tipping for clearing of goods, but you must determine yourself who should be able to clear your consignments, whether you are importing or exporting. So basically, that is what this platform is all about.
Okay. What was the genesis of this innovation by ZRA Customs Management?
Thank you for that wonderful question. Our taxpayers there must know that we have their interests at heart, Alice. We care so much about the taxpayers. We are concerned about the affairs of the taxpayers. We want our taxpayers to be in control of their tippings. Like I said, we do not want taxpayers' tippings to be abused. We do not want, like for example, I use your tipping to clear my goods. We do not want that. So we want our taxpayers to have full control of the tippings, and that's the reason why this particular innovation was brought on board, so that taxpayers can take full control of their tippings.
Okay. Nanga why clearing agent management module is inankala introduced?
Funso ya buno maningi, Alice, for our people to know, because I think chintu chiri chonse ngati chayamba tifunika kuona kuti chamene charengesa kuti kubwere ichi chinthu ni chani chamene charengesa. So we should not forget first where we are coming from as a people. And you and me may know or realize that in the past it was very easy for you to appoint an agent to clear, let's say, one motor vehicle for yourself. Then during the course of the year, you are seated at home, you just start noticing or discover that actually the agent is using your tipping to clear other goods that you have not imported yourself. So the genesis of this innovation was to curb that abuse of taxpayers' tippings. We do not want your tipping to be used for other things that you have not imported yourself. So we want there to be a control where your tipping can only be used for the things that you have imported yourself. That's number one. Number two, also the innovation came on board to avoid the duplication of entries that could be registered on your tipping. Now, what do we mean when we say duplication of entries? Like I gave an example of an importation of a motor vehicle. Maybe you've just imported one motor vehicle, then all of a sudden another motor vehicle is being cleared on your tipping. Or for the same particular motor vehicle that you have imported, maybe 2 or 3 entries have been registered. So there was that duplication of entries on taxpayers' tippings and also on the clearing agent's accounts. So we had that challenge. Also, Alice, this innovation is a good thing, a good innovation that has come to curb the tax evasion. People that were crooked, wanting to evade payment of taxes, so government through the institution came up with a mechanism to curb that tax evasion. So basically, those are some of the examples that we can readily point to as to the reason why we came up with this clearing agents management module.
Okay. Mr. Kumanda, how does a taxpayer access the clearing agent management module? Thank
you, Alice, for that important question. Again, we must know that this is a platform that has been provided on our system. So how do you have access to this clearing agents management module? You yourself, Alice, right now, if you decide to import something from outside, let's say a motor vehicle from Japan, and you want to have your motor vehicle cleared, you will need to go on the ZRA website. You have to familiarize yourself with the ZRA website. And when you go on the ZRA website, on the home page, there is a tab there for customs. So you go on the customs, then you go on the customs portal app. You click on the customs portal app. Once you click on the customs portal app, it will allow you to log in on the customs portal using your tipping number and also using your password. Now, these credentials that you are going to use to log in are the same credentials that a taxpayer uses on Tax Online. So, if you have a tipping number, Alice, for your own information, you must have a password for that tipping. So it is those same credentials that you are going to use to log in on the customs portal. So basically, that's what you need to have access to this clearing agents management module. You have to go on the website and log in on the customs portal.
Okay. And how does a taxpayer navigate on the ZRA portal for the appointment of a clearing agent?
Excellent. We do realize that some of our taxpayers could have challenges using computers. But then, like we have always been saying on this platform, that ZRA is your institution. You do not have to fear the institution. If you have any challenges, for example, you do not know or you have challenges to use a computer, you can visit any of our nearest office. They will be able to guide you. But then, how do you appoint an agent on the system? For example, you are comfortable with using a computer and you have gone on our ZRA website and you've gone on the customs portal app and you have logged in on the system. Once you log in on the customs portal, there are 3 options that are going to come. The first options would be customs services. The second option would be customs licensing. And the third option would be bond management. Now, for the purpose of you, Alice, appointing an agent to clear your consignment, you go on customs licensing because you want to give them a license to clear goods for you. So once you go on the customs licensing, you put your cursor there, a small like taskbar will open on the left hand side. So you go on consignee request because you are a consignee. You are the one that is bringing in those goods. So once you click on consignee request, then there will be appoint agent. So you just click on appoint agent. Once you click on appoint agent, you have a list of agents that is going to pop up on the system. A list of agents. So let's say there is a list of 200 agents on the system that has popped up. How do you recognize to say this is the agent that I want to appoint? So there is a search button that you can use. You can search for the agent that you want either by entering the agent's TP number, or you can search for the agent that you want by entering their name. Once you enter the name or the TP, then you click on search, your agent's name should be able to pop up. Then you can click on the appoint button. You would have appointed the agent that you want to clear the goods for you.
Okay.
So in a nutshell, that's a procedure, that's a process. But like I said, should we have a taxpayer that is struggling with these challenges? Because not everyone is a computer literate. We know that we could have some of our people that are struggling. Nifuna wantu watu wamvesese ngati kuli abale adumbu na abale vamene vagula vintu kuchokera ku maiko ena bafuna tandizo kuti wachite clear katundu amene wagula kapena katundu ibwera ku Chirundu ola ibwera kuna Konde. Choyamba tanena kuti bazafunika kusakira agent obatandizirako kuchita clear katundu. So kuti basakire agent obatandiza kuchita clear katundu veka bazafunika waende pa system patu nomusakira agent wamene afuna. Now kuli agent wenangu vamene vali bima license tinawavomereza ife kunkhala wa ZRA kuti bangachitira clear katundu ya bantu. So pa list jayama approved agents zina yawasiza peza kapo. So nichofunikira ni chintu chabwino kuti mufunika kusakira agent wamene ana license kuchokera ku ZRA. Muzamusakira paja kusebenzesa TP number yake. Mukachita enter TP number yake, zina ya agent wamene mufuna izabwera. Then mwamuchita select, mwamuchita appoint. Nishapo manje mwagwira ntchito mwasakira agent omuchitrani clear katundu. Yeah.
I'm sure Zambeka is clear. You are, if in case you're just joining us, you are watching Tax Chat. For now, we go on a short break. We'll be right back. Don't change the channel.
leave me behind like this. You move, we know. You don't realize that by taking your receipt, you are ensuring a fair playing field for businesses and their tax obligations. Take me with you,
By ensuring we receive a receipt every time we make a purchase, we're ensuring that businesses honor their tax obligations.
Zambia Revenue Authority. My tax, your tax, our destiny.
Hello?
Hello?
I'm Keken.
Oh, I was in I'm Keken.
I'm Keken and now I talk about teachers newspaper.
Oh, Baba Sanga newspaper. Ilipo zina. Oh, Mlungu wanga ine.
The taxes we pay not only go to improve the lives of others, but our lives as well. Because whatever we put into the world comes right back to us. Do the right thing. Pay your taxes and watch them work for you.
Zambia Revenue Authority. My tax, your tax, our destiny.
Tired of long queues and endless paperwork? We are too. Pay your taxes using e-payment. Zambia Revenue Authority, working to serve you efficiently.
Welcome back. You are watching Tax Chat, and today we are looking at clearing agents management module, and to help us is Mr. Matthews Kumwenda, a senior tax consultant from Zambia Revenue Authority. Mr. Kumwenda, what transaction will my agent be able to clear for me?
Thank you very much, Alice. I think it's important for our taxpayers to know that there are various transactions that one can do on our system, but then, like I earlier explained, Alice, we want our taxpayers to be in full control of their tippings, and also they should be in full control to know which agent they want to use for the clearing of their goods, and also the taxpayers should be able to know what type of transactions should this particular agent help me clear. So we have a number of transactions that can be done. We have what we call final clearance of goods, like yourself, you are importing a vehicle that you are going to be using here in Zambia. That will be a final clearance because that vehicle is not in transit, is not just passing through Zambia, it is coming into Zambia to stay. Or let's say you have imported clothes to sell. So you are going to do a final clearance of those clothes because you are bringing them into Lusaka for sale. So final clearance is one type of a transaction that your agent can help you do on our system. There are also transit transactions. For example, a truck is coming from South Africa. It has carried goods which it is taking to Congo. So it is just using Zambia as a passage. We call that transit transactions. So an agent who is going to register an entry for that transit, they will not register an entry as a final clearance entry. It will be a transit entry. So we do have a number of transactions that you can do. Now, it is up to you as a taxpayer to determine what transaction you want this particular agent to do for you. Is it a final clearance? Is it a transit? Is it an export that you are doing? So on the system yourself, like we said, you are the one that is in control. You are the one that is going to determine what transaction your agent should do for you. So you'll be able to specify that on the system, so that if you say my agent should only do transits for me, it means that the agent will not have the powers to do final clearance for you because you have not specified that on the appointment. So we have a number of transactions, but then it is up to you as a taxpayer to know which transactions do I want my agent to clear for me.
And how long will the appointment of my agent be?
Excellent question, Alice. And I think our viewers and listeners out there need to understand that in the past, it was very easy. You appoint an agent, you do not even know how long that appointment is going to last. And that was a risk that we have been talking about, where you end up having taxpayers' TPINs getting abused. Because for you, you've only made one importation, and yet someone is using your TPINs for several importations. So what we have done now with this clearing agents management module, Alice, and for the benefit of our viewers and listeners out there, is that you now have the powers, you as a taxpayer, to determine what period, which period should I give them, how long should they act for me? Should I give them just for a month to act for me, or 2 months, or 3 months, or even 1 week? So you'll be able to specify yourself on the system. And once that time elapses, Alice, the system will automatically revoke the appointment, meaning that the agent will no longer have access to your TPIN. Let me give this practical example. One has imported a motor vehicle and it has arrived in Nakonde. You know that for the vehicle to be cleared, it will take just maybe 1 or 2 days. Why should you give them an appointment for 1 year? Limit the appointment to the period that you think your goods are going to be cleared, thereby avoiding the agents to have access to your TPIN. So these are the innovations that we have come up with, or to empower you, and also to know that we are mindful and we are interested in the affairs that are affecting our taxpayers. We have given you the powers now, Alice. You do not need now to worry. You can limit the appointment of your agent.
Okay. And does the agent accept my appointment? How does the agent accept my appointment? Nanga tikaikamba muchinyanja, maybe tifunse muchinyanja, nga ba agenti bamachita bwanji accept appointments.
Ziko mugambiri Alice yo funso ya bwino maningi chifukwa tankhala kungo kamba kumbali imozi ya taxpayer kuchita appoint agent koma kuliso mbali inango ukachita appoint mundu oloi munga tumapokera appointment letter ya nchito mufunika kuvomera kuti no nchito naivomera o naikana chimozi na yamene i procedure yosakira agent omuchitani clear magoti na veve vazafunika kuvomera appointment kapina abana issues na yini sima lipia bino wafuna konkana na mpamvu zokana olazovomera so vanga vomere bwanje appointment mwamene mwezi mwachitira login ne pa system kubachita appoint na weve wazafunika kuenda pa system kuchita login kuti wavomere appointment. So how is that done? An agent, Alice, must accept your appointment. Also, they will need to go on the ZRI website. They go on the customs portal. Then they go to customs portal app, and they also log in using their tax online credentials. Now, for them who are agents, once they log in on the customs portal, instead of going on consignee requests, because they are not the ones that are importing. Remember, for a taxpayer, they go on consignee requests. They appoint an agent. For them who are an agent now and must accept your appointment, once they log in, they'll go on declarant requests, not consignee, but declarant, because then they're a declarant. So once they go on declarant request, then they go on for approval. So they will find tasks there waiting for them to approve. How many taxpayers have appointed them? So they look, okay, Alice has told me that I must work for them, so let me look for Alice. Then they should be able to find your name, Alice, as a taxpayer who is appointing them. Then they will click on accept appointment for Alice. That is all they need to do. They would have accepted your appointment from you, Alice.
Okay. I think a question mwezi mwai yankako ya kuti taxpayer alina right yoshita cancel agent's appointments Mwezi mwaika mbapo.
Lekani kapena tipite mufuti. So pali mbali zibili. Mbali ina niyaini wa taxpayer. Kusakira agent omusebenzerani mwamushita appoint. Mbali inanso niya agent kuti avomere appointment yano. Manje iyo funso niya kuti kodi ino kunkhala wa taxpayer mulinazo mpamvu zakuti kapena mwachinja nzeru kuti no ine katundu amenezo endekeza kuti zabwera kapena sibwera ona chinja nzeru sini za order so nifuna nishite cancel ya appointment mpamvu mulinazo kunkhala ino wa taxpayer zochita cancel appointment ija Alice mpamvu mulinazo so mufunika kuziwa kuti njira imoza amene mwasenzesa kuchita appoint njira imozi futi munga senzese kuchita disappoint or kuchita cancel appointment. So I think it's important for our taxpayers to know that these rights we are giving them, these powers we are giving them to own, to take responsibility of their tippings. We want them to take full control, to be in charge. They can appoint, they can also disappoint an agent at any given time without limitations.
Okay. Kapena ma concluding remarks yanu pali topic ya mine dealinze nayo clearing agents management module Mr. Kumwenda mungatiuze ko banji.
Nayamikira Alice pali yofunso ndipo tiliwoyamikira ku ma taxpayers bamene bankhala kumverera kuli i program ife kunkhala bazedala tionga zikomo pa nthawi yamene batipasa kuti batimverere ife bazedala zedala kunkhala institution yanu Alice na bantu batu kunja konse bafunika kuziwa kuti ndife woyamikira ndiponso zankhala bantu from time to time kupanga ma efforts kuti tikumane na imwe tikambisane pa zinthu zolingana na ma taxes. Why are we doing this, Alice? As an institution, we are committed to ensuring that our taxpayers are well knowledgeable on tax matters, because we do not want them to make mistakes. We also do not want any person to take advantage of our taxpayers. So we shall be riding on this platform to give our taxpayers information that is important for them to do business with us. Why are we doing this? We must know, Alice, that all of us have a responsibility to this nation, the responsibility of meeting our tax obligations, the responsibility of paying correct taxes to government. It is important for our people out there who are watching and listening from us to know that it is from their contributions that we will see government implementing its development agenda. Alice, we must never forget, all of us as a people, we must never forget to think that development is going to come from the blues. We must always remember that development of this nation will come from the taxes, and all of us must pay our equal share of taxes. And we remain committed as an institution to continue guiding the taxpayers on what they need to do. We remain committed as an institution to continue helping those that have got challenges to use these gadgets, electronic gadgets that we are using now. And that's the reason why our service centers are dotted across the country. We want to cater for everyone. You must walk, drive to the nearest ZRA office and seek help for whatever service that you need. We will be able to help you. We all want to be moving at the same page together with the taxpayers by giving them the knowledge, by giving them the information, and also in return we expect you to do the correct things. And so we want to thank our viewers and listeners out there that we are delighted, and we will continue to be interacting with you on this platform. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kwemenda. It has been a pleasure having you on Tax Chat.
The pleasure has been mine, Alice, and we are grateful as an institution.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, we've come to the end of the show. Thank you for watching Tax Chat. Don't forget to tune in again next time as we'll bring to you another topic. Remember, it's my tax, your tax, our destiny.
Thank you.
Today, you probably helped save a life. Or perhaps helped keep a watchful eye on a neighborhood. Today, you probably helped put food on someone's table. Or help build a road that leads to a destiny. You may have even helped shape the minds of our future. By paying your taxes, you help keep critical medical staff in a job, a school to run, or a neighborhood safe, and a whole lot more. Your taxes help Zambia become better for you and me. Zambia Revenue Authority. My tax, your tax, our destiny.